Arsenal Universe, man. It's your boy Dro the Gooner, man, coming at you guys with an update video. I usually don't do videos like this, transfer related or squad related. I'm more into match analysis, but if there is a situation that I feel as though I need to speak on, I will. And I want to speak on the Laurent Koscielny situation. This guy has been a serviceable player for our team. He's been there through thick and thin. He's been there through a regime change. He worked hard to come back from an injury. He was our captain. He's given his all to the club, and I think at least the least we could do is help facilitate a move to appease him. This man is at a certain point in his career. He's just come off a very serious Achilles injury, and I'm pretty sure he would love to have a last hurrah in League On, where it's a less taxing league on the body. It's not as much back and forth, up and down running as the Premier League, and I'm pretty sure it would give him peace of mind to be closer to family back home in France. And if we can help facilitate that, I think that's what the club should do. I don't think the club has no right to publicly shame a player like Koscielny that has given his all to the club. Like I said, the club should be facilitating, helping him facilitate a move back home. And this goes back to Raul Sanllehi, in my opinion, because it makes him look bad. It makes him look as though he is not a man of his word, because we were sold on Sanllehi as he sold himself as a guy with a lot of connections to a lot of clubs, and a lot of his scouting network and a lot of his connection was built through personal relationships. Well, how do you think this looks to other players, current players on the squad? How does this look to potential signings? Here in America, I follow the NBA, and in the NBA, the players speak to each other. I'm pretty sure it happens in world football. Players talk to each other. Guys tell each other about different managers, about different club structures and club personnel. Look what happened to Jose Mourinho. Nobody wanted to play for him. They heard all the bad things from Lukaku and probably from Paul Pogba. So that Jose, that left a bad taste in people's mouth, and people didn't want to play for him. Jose tried to get Jerome Boateng from Bayern Munich, and he called Jose himself and said, "Nah, I'm not interested." So word spreads fast, and I think we shouldn't ruin our reputation by doing it. I think we need to be smart about it. Like, this is a club who is hired people that are supposed to be intelligent and smart about their business dealings. And me personally, there were 3 clubs rumored to that would Koscielny want to go to. Lyon, but I don't see Lyon happening, because Lyon, I believe they are finalizing a deal to sign Joachim Andersen, which was a player that we were linked with early in the transfer window. Excellent center back from Sampdoria. They're linked with him, so I'm not sure if Koscielny will go there. Plus, Lyon is really into a youth movement, buying guys, developing guys, and then selling them on for a major profit. You see what they did with Ferland Mendy, bringing them in from Le Havre. Guys like Tanguy Ndombele, players like that they either coach up through their own youth academy or buy from lower level French league clubs and then turn a profit, because they also just recently purchased Thiago Mange from Lille, and they are going to flip that guy into a maximum huge profit. I'm telling you, that guy's an absolute beast in the midfield from what little I've seen of him. But like I said, just do smart business things. I'm watching other clubs be smart about the way they handle their business, and it's Arsenal and United just completely being chuckleheads about it, just being dumbasses about it. Like I said, he's interested in going to Rennes, as well as Bordeaux. Be smart. Facilitate the move. What I'm hearing is that Bordeaux don't have the funds to pay for him. Sit down, man to man, make a deal with Bordeaux. Like, hey, Bordeaux, you want Koscielny? Give us something that we can use in return. Transfer market has Laurent Koscielny worth about 8 million euros. see if you can work out a deal with the club for an even exchange of players. Like, give you an example. Me personally, if I was Raul Sanyehi, I would sit down with Bordeaux and say, hey, give me the French left back. His name is Maxime. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. I believe it's Ponge, Maxime Ponge. He's a French left back of Cameroonian descent. Transfer market has him listed for about 5 million euros. If we can do an exchange like that, hey, we give you Koscielny, we get Maxime Ponge. We need left backs. We right now we have a left wing back in Koscielny. The Tyranny deal is all but done. I believe we'll get that across the line. But in the meanwhile, what's wrong with having more depth at left back? You bring this guy in. He's been playing in League On. He's been starting for Bordeaux. You bring him in. You might be able to find a hidden gem. He's 26 years old. You could probably get 4 or 5 years out of him. If he doesn't work, you didn't pay any cash for him. You got rid of a player that's going to retire anyway. And at least if you bring in Maxime Punge, the French left back, let's say you bring him in, he doesn't work out, you sell him next year for 5 million. You up 5 million euros. Like, it's a win-win situation in my opinion, and it's a move that I think Raul Sanyehi and Edu need to take in consideration. Like I said, guys, I normally don't do these videos. If there's a transfer that happens, I'll give my opinion on it, or I will direct you to someone who is more familiar with a particular player or a particular league. I'm not going to sit here pretending that I'm the end-all, be-all of football scouts or anything like that. If there's a guy out there coming in from a certain league, if we're ever linked with anybody, and I'll give you my opinion on it, and I will be more than happy to direct you to someone who can give you more information on it. I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys for checking me out on YouTube. I appreciate every single like, every single comment, every single view. Thanks to guys again. I look forward to speaking with you guys in the future.